How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest. Sergio.
This bout is scheduled.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting. So here we go. Should be a good one. They blocked the left there. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The straight right just misses. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Defense is not an option for these two. The straight right just misses. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? What do we expect to see here in round two? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punch. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Good counter punching. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Down goes Sergio Martinez. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Well, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Martinez in that last round. So it's planned. On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. The charts action from both of these fighters. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Great work. I love that one.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the...
Don't worry about our round. Don't worry.
Time for the 5th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Swing and a miss with that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be. There's the bell for round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
And he scores with the counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. Swing and a miss with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Pretty dominant round. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The perfect counter lands. He misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about it.
Need you to switch back on.
And there's the bell for round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice job blocking the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Hey, those punches add up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.